Hey guys, how's it going? JTJudgment here and welcome to yet another player review in Ultimate Team. Now today we're going to be taking a look at the 84 rated man of the match version of Aubameyang. Now when someone thinks of Aubameyang in Ultimate Team, guys, I think we can all agree that he is one of the sweatiest players in the history of this game. When you come up against him, you are shaking in your boots because you know how OP this player can be and what he can perform like on the pitch, basically. Now let me go through some of his in-game stats for you guys, just to give you an idea on what he does bring to the pitch. He does have 97 finishing, 87 heading accuracy, 85 long shots, 86 short passing, and 91 on the shot power. His physical attributes are absolutely insane, guys. 98 on the acceleration and 97 on the sprint speed. We all know Aubameyang is very, very, very pacey, so you can expect some awesome stats there. He does have the 82 agility, 91 reactions, and 81 on the attack positioning, guys. Those are his in-game stats, or at least the best of his in-game stats. How does he perform on the pitch? Well, these are my opinions, guys. This is how he performed for me. I will go through his pluses for you first. He's got good pace, 96 pace on the card. He doesn't feel like 96 pace, in my opinion. He feels around the 90 to 91. He got caught up by a lot of defenders, including Silvers, with less than 85 pace. He got caught up by them very, very easily. So for me, he did not feel like 96 pace. Usually when a player has like more than 92 or 93 pace in this game, I feel they don't perform to that pace. They do not feel like what the pace should feel like, basically. And Aubameyang is another one of those players. He does not feel like 96 pace, in my opinion. Stat that does feel right, guys, is his 82 dribbling and ball control on the card. In my opinion, it feels like what 82 dribbling should feel like. His weak foot is very good. Even though he's got the 3-star weak foot, he was very reliable in the box for me. Now, don't get me wrong, guys, you're not going to be scoring 40-yard long shots with his weak foot, but when it comes to finishing inside the box, for me personally, he did the job pretty well, and he's obviously got the 3-star skills as well, so skillers out there probably won't enjoy using him as much as me, because me personally, as long as a player can do a roulette, guys, then I'm happy to use him. But if you're someone who has to use like McGeady spins or Berber spins, Ronaldo chops, all those fancy things, then this guy probably won't be the player for you. He was very reliable in the air for me. I did use him as a target man for a few games, and he did score some very, very nice headers for me. So 83 heading on the card, I gotta say, he feels like what 83 heading should feel like. Now, that's pretty much all the pluses that I found with this player. Let me go through some of his minuses now, guys. Now, the biggest minus that I found with this player is that he is very, very, very inconsistent. He was the sort of player where it would take 4 or 5 games for me to score my first goal, but when he did score that first goal, he would not stop scoring throughout the rest of the game. He's the sort of player where I would go goalless for about 4 or 5 games in a row, then all of a sudden I would go into a game and he would score like 6 goals in that one game for me. That's the sort of player he performed like for me. So just keep that in mind, guys. If you do buy this card, then in my opinion, he was very, very inconsistent for me. So just keep that in mind. He may perform like that for you. He never made runs for me, guys. Now, his attack positioning card is 81, and he's got the high attacking work rate and medium defensive work rate. But for me, he was the sort of player where you have to manually pass the ball to him so that he would manually make the run. And I hate players where I have to do that, because the players that I use that do that would score so many more goals for me, and I would enjoy them a lot more if they would make the run themselves, basically. And I've used players with less attack positioning stats in game and worse work rates, and they always make the run for me. So it really does make me scratch my head why players with better work rates and better attack positioning stats manually don't make the run. It really doesn't. I can't wrap my head around that, guys. Let me know if you agree or disagree with that in the comments section down below. Now, moving over to his other weaknesses, his passing for me was absolutely terrible. His positioning was really, really bad for me as well, and his strength really wasn't the best. He was outmuscled by pretty much everybody that tried to take the ball off him. He did okay. He did manage to hold his own, very rarely, mind you, but in general, when it comes to strength, he really, really didn't see seem that strong for me. Now, is he worth it, guys? I've got to say no. Seeing as how Aubameyang's non-informed card is so overpowered, you can just buy that one and he would perform pretty much identically to this card. He does feel slightly better in game over his non-inform, but for me personally, it's not a change that I would say is worth paying. What is it? 800k at the moment his man of the match card goes for. In my opinion, just settle for the non-informed, guys. If you've got the coins to buy the man of the match, then by all means, feel free to buy him and stick him in your team. But in my opinion, he's not the sort of player that I would recommend you save up coins for when you can just simply own with his non-informed, basically, guys. So that's going to wrap up this player review. If you did enjoy and it did help you decide whether or not to buy him, then a like is always greatly appreciated. Subscribe for more reviews to come in the future. And as always from me, please take care. And I will see you all next time. Ta-da, guys.